So, Paul, coming off the back of a 3-0 win over Fleetwood Town at the weekend, a fantastic second half performance. Give us your final thoughts on that match, please.
You didn't think the first half was very good, obviously. No, we're delighted to be going into the game. First of all, the Fleetwood game was a good win. It was on the back of a tough week. You know, we had a really disappointing day at Tranmere, and it happens, it's football. We don't want, as managers, coaches, we don't want it to happen too many times. You know, at half-time in that game, I certainly didn't see it coming. But that's football. Again, I think the Tuesday night then where we dropped points at home, it's probably give us a position where we thought we can't probably make the playoffs. Yet on Saturday night, when you look at the league table again, all of a sudden maybe we can. So the league's full of that. It's you know, at the top end, it's swaying and throwing and it's going both ways. So we're going into a game now on Friday that we're not stupid. We know how difficult a game it is. Johnny's doing a fantastic job down there. They're growing. And I love watching teams grow. You know, it takes time for managers to grow teams. Unfortunately, now in the modern day game, there's so many experts out there telling people what to do. It's untrue. And so you see Wimbledon as a side now, not many weaknesses, if I be honest. Really strong, really well organised, really good at what they do. And it's going to be a tough game, but I'm sure John's sitting there hopefully saying his players, you know, Chesterfield certainly won't come here looking for a draw on Friday. And it's a game, obviously, that, you know, the team that wins it will feel in a really strong place going into Monday's game. So we know what it means to our supporters. We know what it means to everyone at the club. And I'll just say it without, you know, our season probably rides on the game. You know, and within that, the players will feel that pressure. Is it pressure? I feel it's more responsibility. And the responsibility to go and play well and do your job. So we look forward to the game. We'll have good travelling support. There'll be a good crowd in. And a game we very, very much look forward to.
And Armando Dobra came off in the first half against Fleetwood. How is he feeling and what's the prognosis there?
No, Dobbs won't play. He won't play. On Friday, he'll miss the Monday game with Bradford, and then we'll have a look at him after that. But the squad's been tested all year. It is what it is. People will come in. You know, we've got to really focus on the job in hand. You know, the challenges that will be in front of us, which will be quite clear once the game kicks off. And we've got to make sure we do well to get the 3 points.
You've mentioned how important the game is against Wimbledon. Obviously, it's a very important weekend, all in all, coming up against Wimbledon and then Bradford. So how important is it to really get the team going, especially, and the fans as well?
6 points. Quite simple. Santa's wish list, even though it's not Christmas, 6 points. If we can get 6 points, we will be in an unbelievably amazing position. It's on us to go and try and get them. And by Monday at 5 o'clock, I think a lot of the country will know more of the fates of teams. We're all playing for 6 points. I think it's a great time of the season. I think the teams in the top three have done brilliant to be there. Playoff teams, most of them look cemented in it. You know, possibly with Grimsby in that last position. I think everyone's now just looking to get over the line. So for a team like us who've never really had that pressure of being in it, we go there with the freedom and knowing that we can do some damage. And if we win our games, the likelihood is we will be in the playoffs. So let's go and try and win.
You've mentioned how well Johnny Jackson's done down at Wimbledon. What are you expecting from his team come Friday?
Oh, very, very. If it be tough on Wimbledon, probably dropped a couple of points that might have seen him nearly home. I feel that that's strong. And within that, Johnny will obviously be able to tell you he's a lot better than me. As and why? Because every game's tough. You know, the man sent off last week at Doncaster when they're in a winning position. 2-0 up against Barrow, where you'd expect a Wimbledon team to see the game out. But they're still in that position of going for the automatic. So really respect them, really think they're a good side. I love teams that do what it says on the tin. You know, very structurally sound, players comfortable in the shape, and good players. It normally means they're a good team. So good luck to Wimbledon. You know, we're very much looking forward to the game, as I say.
The last time we went down to Wimbledon, obviously the fans were very important in us getting through to the FA Cup third round. How important are the fans going to be once again down in London?
I think our fans, you know, 99% of our fans have been absolutely fantastic. I think that's a common denominator. I think in football today, I think a lot of clubs struggle with percentages of good fans now, because I think the fan model's changing. I think so many people just go into stadiums now just to take the pressures of life off them on the pitch and shout and abuse players, which in my world is never a thing to do as a fan, but that's probably for another day. I think our home attendances this year, our travel and away support, magnificent. We're getting 8,000 on a Tuesday night for league games that were probably not even challenging for what we should be. You know, so I think the fans deserve a massive pat on the back, and I think as a club, when you go forward, you must go forward together. You know, I think I've been to 4 or 5 games latterly, and all I've heard is booing and abuse. You know, one of them was at Port Vale 2 weeks ago when they lost to Barrow. They're about to win the league. And I think to myself, what's going on with supporters? But I'll finish with our fans again. We look forward to seeing them have a safe journey down. And let's try and get them 3 points. That'll see a really good trip back home.